Sheriff, we're doing a segment on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. It's called Ask the Sheriff. And people who are following us want to know some information about you. Is that good with you?
Yeah, I'm good with that. I get asked questions all the time, and I'm good to answer any questions you got for me.
And we have a couple political questions. Now, do you support Governor DeWine's decision during this pandemic, or do you think there's an overreach? And if you feel there is an overreach, would you follow his guidelines?
Basically, we've been following his guidelines, and I think he's been on it every day. I don't agree with everything that he's done, but we have less people sick. We have less people dying in Ohio. He's a good governor, nice guy. I know him personally. I'll be glad when this is over, but he's never said for law enforcement to go out and arrest people and things like that, which we're not. I want to make sure you realize this. I believe that people should have the right, our constitutional rights. Do I believe they've been violated? I believe they've been pushed pretty hard by some local governments, and it's up to each individual county. Our county health director, Jennifer Baylor, has been very, very resourceful and very good for Butler County, Ohio. But I've said in the very beginning, I am not going to be the mask police. I'm not going to enforce mask. If you go into a store and they say no mask, that's the store's deal. I went to Menards the other day and they had a security guard there. And you either came in or you didn't. You had to have a mask or you bought one. That's their decision. And if you don't want to wear a mask, it's not mandatory. But if you go in some places, it is. That's their decision. But I am not the mask police. And I am not, again, the restaurants. If you want to call somebody and there's too many people in a restaurant, when they open them back up, you need to call the restaurant police. It's not the sheriff's office. I've got enough to do fighting crime and taking care of what I was elected to do. But I support the Constitution of the United States, and I'm going to do what I was sworn to do, and that was support the Constitution of Ohio and the Constitution of the United States. You can still have guns in Ohio. You can have weapons. You have concealed carry. You have open carry. But I am not going to enforce the mask or the restaurants or the bars or mass gatherings. We go out and we educate people. If somebody calls in and says somebody's doing something they shouldn't be doing, we'll go out and we'll educate them. People are pretty good with that.
Okay. And have you been supportive of the president's decisions so far during this pandemic?
Yes. Yes, I have. Naturally, it started from the federal government all the way down to the state government, all the way to our local government. And we've done pretty good here in this county. We've had 2 prisoners that tested positive during this whole time so far. We had them isolated in a separate facility all by themselves. We've had, I think, no employees so far. We've been prepared. We're starting to back off and getting back into doing what we normally do now. We're doing social distancing here, and we have mask wearing. As you can see, I wear a mask. I try to wear a mask when I go in places, when I walk down the hallway here until we figure this all out. And we have an isolation area back in the jail. If people get sick, we have them isolated. The employees have PPEs. Thanks to us being able to get those things and get them on our own, we couldn't get anything for the first 20 days. I was buying masks on my own credit card. But we ended up having enough masks that we supplied rest homes and other places of business that didn't have masks. First responders, police departments, fire departments, we supplied them with masks also. We were very fortunate. And I want to thank the public and the people that donated masks to the first responders. We can't do it without you.
Okay, and just so you know, we couldn't get to all the questions, but we will eventually. So we'll probably be doing this a couple times a month if that's okay with you.
That's fine. Hey, I want to thank everybody for living through this pandemic. It'll be something that you'll read about, your grandkids will ask you about, and we just got to get through it, and we got to get back to work and make government work and just use caution.